Potent Pondering back with another video. Yo, I hope y'all all doing well. Come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. I hope y'all all doing well. Like I said, support the channel. The Cash App is in the description of the video. I appreciate all of y'all for, watching my content, all of that. So listen, I wanted to come and talk about this Ice Spice situation with Cleo Trapper. So y'all know that Ice Spice responded. So yesterday I did a video last night, and then after I did my video, Ice Spice did a space. Cleo tweeted in the morning time. Ice Spice manager came out, added some words, which I pretty much think that he tried to take up for Ice Spice, of course, because he has a valued investment interest in Ice Spice. So of course he wants her to look the best. You understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about that. So all right, so just a quick high overview, right? Yesterday, Cleo Trapper came out. She came out and expressed some grievances that she had with Ice Spice during the Y2K tour. Ice Spice asked her the day before the tour started to come on to step on tour. She gave her 1 day, right? So to me, that's no consideration. I don't care what nobody say. Logistics are settled before 1 day. Come on, who moves like that? So that was just funny to me. But I believe, this is what I believe is in a mind of an independent artist, just gracing any stage and being seen and being able to get it off and say that you've been on a tour. I think that was alluring for Cleo, and that's why I think she probably did it on a short notice. Cleo wasn't allowed to bring any assistant or anything like that. So I felt like, okay, like that's cool. But then I could understand, because the way that it was promoted to Cleo, that she's gonna be with Ice Spice, and then Ice Spice gonna get on spaces and talking about, like, when she wanted to be in her bed by herself, acting funny, giving off that energy. She like, damn, can I play with my P word on my own? So it's like, why bring this girl in under the pretense that she's gonna be under you in your room using your dresser? Because that's what I would think. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Ice Spice turned me off completely. She turned me off because it's like, I understand we all may have certain things with our personality, like being cocky, or, we might just carry on a little bit or whatever. But just some things that transpired, especially last night and then today, it just made me look at her in a completely different way. Like, I don't respect her at all. And it's like, first and foremost, you way too cocky and arrogant for a person who's struggling. Yeah, your album just sold 28,000. You understand what I'm saying? You're saying all of these cocky lyrics and this and that. It's like, yo, you better be careful, because the people, be nice to the people on the way up, because you're going to see them on the way coming back down. So you better make sure that you make investments and put that money up or whatever. Because listen, the music ain't moving. I think that she got gassed off of The Boy's a Liar. I think she got gassed off of the Nicki Minaj collaboration, the Taylor Swift, the Drake shout out that started all of this off. So it's like, Ice Spice been on gas, but it's just like, be humble. One thing that Cleo Trapper pointed out was just the fact that Ice Spice didn't grind for where she got it. And I believe, and I could definitely see that. She didn't put in the work. She went viral. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Viral female rappers don't work. You can't, and this is where it was just like a lot of people was talking about, let's talk about Nicki Minaj and how Nicki backed away from Ice Spice, and then people try to paint her as being bitter and Nicki this, whatever. Now people want to see. Now people understand, listen, and I'll be completely honest with you. When Nicki stepped away from Ice Spice, I said I wasn't getting in it. I just was like, I enjoy some of her music. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to play any of her music, but it does leave a nasty taste in my mouth, because I do feel like, listen, let me tell you something. I made this post on Twitter today. Was it last night? I think I posted last night about Ice Spice and Cardi B using black girls for an aesthetic or whatever. They blew that shit up almost 1 million views later. It's like all these people's in the comments, man, Star Brim is Cardi's real friend and this and that, whatever. Yeah, she's a real friend for protection. They know each other because of a gang. They didn't grow up together or anything like that. Cleo and Ice Spice didn't grow up together. Cleo actually came up. Ice Spice actually came up watching Cleo. I knew about Cleo before Ice Spice. I don't know about y'all, but do y'all remember the girl? Do y'all remember when she had that video that was going viral? I don't know. She had different videos that went viral, but she had this one video that said, "Save me a baby father." She was like, "Y'all messing with all of the dudes that ain't no baby fathers out here left." You could probably YouTube it and put YouTube search "Save me a baby father." I knew about Cleo for years, probably, like at this point. So Ice Spice just rose to fame. So All right. So that transpired with the situation with her getting exposed. She did a 6-part series. I think she uploaded another video today, right? So that happened. So last night Ice Spice came out and she's in the spaces pretty much trying to say that Cleo is a liar, and why didn't you talk about that we were at the amusement park screaming our lungs out? You know what I'm saying? One thing that turned me off, and you want to know why this turned me off? When she said that you sucked up all of the food like a vacuum, that turned me off. You want to know why? Have you ever been to a family member's house where they watch each other eat the food, right? But let me just tell you this, right? It's a flip side to this. Most of the time they do that because, I hate to use the word poor and maybe less fortunate, and they just like, dang, they eating a lot of food. My family don't get down like that. They don't get down like that. My father's side of the family, they watching you. Oh, I done been around some people when they have a steak, they putting it in the house and you can only have the hot dogs and hamburgers and maybe some chicken. The steak, they putting it in the house with the sausage and all of that. Oh, you can't get none of that. You can't get none of that. So it just gave that to me. And for her to be on a track like BB Belt talking about I am a millionaire, you couldn't. Why are you taunting this girl with eating chicken salad? You ate her chicken salad. You wouldn't give her chicken salad. You said that she wasn't in the budget. I do believe that if you asked her to be on this tour, you should have made sure that she was good. You actually had an attitude about the whole Ice Spice had a whole attitude about the bag situation, talking about he works for me. So what do you think she's supposed to do? Carry all of her bags? And this is why it does, like, Cleo's story does corroborate with like her what Ice Spice actions and what she said, because it's like, why would you want this small little girl to carry all of these bags? Like, do you think that, what do you think she is, your nigga? Like, come on. What do you think you think that she's not deserving of that type of support or anything like that? It just, let me just tell you, it really put a bad taste in my mouth. And then Ice Spice, your manager, you know what I'm saying? He's managing you. That means that he's in the industry and that he knows how this goes. Y'all invited Cleo Trapper on the tour for the last day, and you expect her to have all of the moving parts put together in one day. He's online crazy gaslighting. Let me just bring up something that he said. I just wasn't feeling it at all. Like I was not feeling it at all. Like, and I want to know what you think about this too. Do you still like Ice Spice? What do you think? Ice Spice father even came out and was like all in the mess too. He talking about they Nigerian. I'm Nigerian, and if you want to talk about the DNA test, I'm pretty sure if I do a DNA test, I got Nigerian in my blood too. I just didn't appreciate the way that this went. Let's see. So, nasty work. Ice Spice manager speaks on Cleo Trapper, says that Cleo and her team should have been more prepared. Some artists don't even know how to come out with hits. So they just crash out. What? All right. So this is what happens when artist teams don't manage artist expectations when an opportunity comes in front of them. If you're not prepared for an opportunity, your team isn't properly advancing, and that's on them, not on us. So listen, you completely denounce this girl's experience for Ice Spice. You're doing this to make sure that your client still look good. She's a fucked up bitch. Let's just be blunt. Let's be frank. Let's just say what it is. She's fucked up. Um, you have to invest in yourself, aka pay expenses if need be for an opportunity. It's corny. Someone gives you an opportunity and it's the thanks that the person gets. Openers don't have the same things as headliners, but the headliner reached out to her and told her that you're going to be with me. That's what she told her. Did you get that, James? Maybe you should have reiterated that, and has some sort of understanding with your client, because obviously Ice Spice is saying something behind the scenes. And who knows if James actually came. I don't know. Maybe she either wanted to riot. She wanted to get it on with Riot, and she didn't want Cleo Trapper in her mix. I don't know what she thought, but if you promoted and presented something to a person and you're not rendering the services based off what you said, if you told me you gonna be with me, if I told you, yo, potencies, I'm going on a trip to Jamaica, and you like, oh, how much is the room? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, potencies. You gonna be with me. Don't worry about it. Then you get to Jamaica and I'm acting funny. Huh? You gonna come back on YouTube or whatever channel, you gonna give a negative review about me and say that I did not live up to what I said. I'm one of those people, say what you mean and mean what you say. But you know what I'm starting to think? I think Ice Spice is a little slow. I do think that from the video with the rocking back and forth to the prayer when she couldn't remain still. Stop smoking that weed. Put the blunt down. It ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody. She probably can riot and riot smoking the weed, and she probably doing it too just to be in the mix of it. It's like, shorty, stop doing it because it's making you look real spacey, real crazy. And I was really, all right, so that turned me off when she said that Cleo sucked the food up like a vacuum. She was probably hungry. Y'all went out to the listen. Y'all went out and had steak. Y'all went out to a steak restaurant and didn't even invite them. Ice Spice. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I don't think NICKI treats her fans better than that. NICKI went out to the damn pizzeria and she bought pizza for the fans outside too. How much is that money really going to cost you and your manager? Like 360 for real. You gotta be broke. You gotta be broke to be counting chicken salad, counting steak dinners. I don't even care if that steak dinner cost $100. I swear to God, I don't. I don't care if that steak dinner costs $100, Ice Spice. This situation has left a nasty taste in my mouth. I feel like I can't even, like, when I see somebody going at her online, like, before I might say something here and there, like, oh, like, you know, she released a song the other day. Every time you see where she releases a song or a snippet and the blogs post it, people are dragging her in the comments. I at least try to say something positive, like, oh, the beat is hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even doing that no more because I feel like now it's coming across, because before I used to give Ice Spice the benefit of a doubt, but I think that she's another Cardi B. She is another Cardi B. Let me read the tweet to you that I posted. That had them mad on Twitter. What did I post? That shit. What I post? What I said? What that is? I said Ice Spice used Cleo Trapper like Cardi B used Star Brim for the black look. These girls be so pathetic using credit without the debit. I see exactly what Ice Spice is doing, and it got Cardi B protection Star Brim written all over it. Just using these black girls up. Using them up. They hate the black girls, but they like to suck all the black phallus, have their legs back in the missionary position, then go outside and get the switching. Acting like they smoking weed, hit the swishes. Please. Them bitches vicious. They vicious. They vicious. And I don't like how that happened. So it's another thing that I wanted to read from Ice Spice too, right? So Ice Spice went to her, she went on her Twitter, and to me, all right, so one thing, throughout all of this controversy that just happened, you know, the tour just wrapped, then she went on her Twitter page, and you would never believe it. So she announced the tour, the European tour, right? And then she said, she made this poll. Oh, I'm reading this from the Neighborhood Talk. Ice Spice seemingly shades Cleo Trapper by taking a few X polls following Cleo's story time explaining why they're no longer friends. So Ice Spice said, what should I do for dinner? Steakhouse or chicken salad? Really? So you add an insult to injury after this girl, and you know what's so crazy? Yeah, the message that that Cleo might have sent Ice Spice was overwhelming. Yeah, it might have been an overwhelming long message, but she wanted to get it all out, and I can understand her in that position because she was on tour as Ice Spice tour. She probably ain't want to ruffle feathers. They probably would have put her out in the middle of nowhere. You just don't really know. If she's saying she was her, they wasn't even really friends, and she ain't even spend more than 10 hours with her, I would have been scared to say something to you, and you know what I'm saying. But then again, you never know. Like, these girls is younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Probably like what? Like 10, 14, 15 years younger than me. So it's like, so that was one of the tweets that Ice Spice said. And then she said, on my flight, bored, so let's play. Would you rather be a mean bad bitch or be a stupid bum bitch? Like, really? This is what you're choosing to do to demean this black woman? Now you looking crazy. You talking about you black. Yo, listen, I was riding. This is why you know what? Course correction for myself. Never, and I want to teach you a lesson too. Never ride for a person until you see all of the facts. Ice Spice, she came off really cool, congenial, and all of that, right? Really cool. She respect NICKI, and like NICKI's these people sing praises to NICKI. That's not going to be enough for me going forward. It's just, and you know, it should have never been. So this is why I have to highlight it in a course correction. When Ice Spice used to say that she was black, I look at her dad. Your dad's talking about he has Nigerian, but they don't know which tribe or whatever. That's, you did a fucking test. I could do a test, and I probably got Gambian, you know, Nigerian, whatever, Kenyan. I probably got all of that flowing through my blood, but it's just the fact that they manipulated that. And then Baby Stormy came out. She addressed Cleo Trapper. Baby Stormy said that, you know, I tried to tell you XYZ about this, but you wanted to fight me. And then, you know, Cleo Trapper responded back to Baby Stormy, telling Baby Stormy that you know, she only wanted to fight her based off of, I guess she was attacking her. I didn't even read those messages where, you know, I don't remember. I probably did read it back at that point, but I don't remember what she said about Cleotrapa. I don't remember because everything was so Nikki generated at that moment. So it was like I didn't have like I don't I must have overlooked it or I must have read it and I just didn't like take it in. So yeah, this video, what I'm going on, I need to wrap this up, but yeah, I just really wanted to make this video. I didn't like the fact, I didn't like how, you know, and then the whole steakhouse situation, she talking about, the whole steakhouse situation, like, oh, people go get food without me. Y'all intentionally did that. You intentionally did that. You was mad that she was with your makeup artist. Who was this girl supposed to talk to? You deserted her and tried to ostracize her out there on the road. So I'm telling you, so listen, I'm not mad at Nikki for backing away from Ice Spice. I'm not at all, especially after what she was saying in those messages. You know, screw the record deal negotiations. You know, a person can think that they're worth more, but we seen her come out and sell 28,000 first week, 28,000 in front of housing, right? What you deserve. You need to put more work in. These artists think they interested in entertaining, but I'm quick to tell them more discipline and training. The Boy's a Liar is not your record. You were featured on that, even though it went 5 times platinum. That was her magic that she brought you into. You ain't been able to have a song that go 5 times platinum after that. You got Deli, which is cool. The beat is hard. You got Hit It First, and then she got her first EP or whatever, right? With She and Her Mood and Munch and all of that. Those songs are old, Ice Spice. You got to keep recreating. And I think that she's gassed up. But let me tell you this, right? I always try to treat people, I'm kind to people all the time. Certain aspects of me, I can be a little more, you know, blunt or whatever, but I not even try. It's an innate uh it's innate within my character to treat people with kindness, you know, because it's not even that I think about karma, but I just don't want to treat people a certain type of way. And I think that it all goes back to emotional intelligence, right? You doing that shit to people, Ice Spice, I'm telling you, this is maybe Ice Spice is angry under it all. She's flopping. She ain't doing what she's supposed to do. And she had the nerve to tell Cleo Trapper that she's her careerless and all of that. All of that could come back to you, Ice Spice. You're already not doing too good. Listen, and I think that the ship done sailed on Drake. The ship definitely sailed on Nicki. You diss Cardi B, probably to get into the good graces of Nikki or the Barbs. And I don't know why you would think that we would be that simple. You out there on your own now. She on her own. So listen, I know this video is probably all over the place. I'm not feeling Ice Spice no more. I'm not. I don't hate her. Let's just be clear. I don't hate her. I don't hate her. Like, I'm not going to make a hate page and be leaving comments or whatever. But if something comes up, I will voice my opinion on how I feel about it. But I don't hate her or anything like that. She left a bad taste in my mouth. It's almost like when, you know, when Azealia Banks, when she go on these rants talking crazy about Nicki, and I just can't get behind it. It's like the way you treated that girl was completely inhumane. And it's like after all of those things that she said to you, you had nothing of value. Like, you had nothing to show that you had any type of emotions, empathy, or sympathy towards like how this girl felt. You know what I mean? You couldn't even be like, you know what? I'm so sorry that you felt that way. What can I do to make this better for you? I'm so sorry, right? Taking accountability. You know what? If you would have did that, she probably wouldn't have made these videos. She probably wouldn't. Let me wrap this up, yo. Potent Pondering, never pandering. It's 11:38. I gotta get up here because when I get out of here, I gotta upload the video, edit the video, and put it out. So it's 11:38. This ain't gonna go live to probably 1 a.m. So listen, let me get in and get this done. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this whole ordeal. Are you still gonna support Ice Spice? Do you now understand why Nicki moved the way that she moved? Nicki moved the way she do because she seen whatever it was within Ice Spice now. So what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Nicki was right. Drop in the comments that Nicki was right if you at this point of the video and you hear what I'm saying. Potent Pondering, I'm up out of here. Y'all be blessed. Peace.